Coming up on this episode of Winning Bets, we're going to discuss putting a hedge in on our Europa League parlay. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Jay Sabatis with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me on this episode. This episode takes us to yesterday's Europa League parlay, where we put in a five-legged parlay. I mentioned on the show yesterday when I gave out the parlay initially that if 4 of the 5 events, which happened on Wednesday, if they were successful and they completed, we would discuss putting in a hedge bet on Thursday's remaining pick for the five-legged parlay, and that's exactly what we're going to discuss on this parlay. Before we do that, though, I do want to spend 30 seconds talking about that Manchester United game. That was one of two of our 4 picks yesterday, and that was a game we talked about extensively on yesterday's show in the preview because I am a Manchester United fan, as you guys know. So I just want to spend 30 seconds talking about that game. Manchester United surprised me a little bit. They did end up playing their B squad. I thought maybe they would go with their starters and play them 55, 60 minutes, and then you'd see the B squad. But the B squad started off, and they looked like shit. I mean, they absolutely looked like shit. Juan Mata on the side looked like he always does. He's slow with the ball. He's slow and everything. You know, his passes have no pace, so he looked like shit. James on the other side, he looked like shit. Lingard in the middle, you know, don't let the box score confuse you that he scored a goal and he was good. Now, Lingard was shit. Igala up top, you can't really fault him. He wasn't getting any service because the quality of players around him are shit. The defense looked like terrible. The midfield was bad. You know, they were lucky, United, to be down or to be tied 0-0 at halftime. They easily could have been down to LASK 2-0 at halftime. LSK looked really good in that first half. They definitely came to Old Trafford wanting to get a win. They knew they weren't going to flip the result around, but they wanted to get a win. I was hoping for an LASK goal because the longer that went on, you could see Manchester United wanted to win themselves, and if they got a goal late, then they were just going to knock it around in dumb, meaningless possession and end up winning that game 1-0. So love the LASK goal first. It forced Manchester United to go for 2 goals, which we always needed because we needed the over 1.5. Manchester United did it in the waning moments. They brought on Pogba. They brought on Martial. They got the shit players off the field, brought on some real quality, and they ended up getting that second goal. So our parlay is still alive, so let's put it up from yesterday. You guys remember, so here's the five-legged parlay. It comes in at odds at plus 212. So that means we'll just speak in terms of a $100 better. A $100 better, if this cash, is going to make $212. Or if you're not a $100 better, you can look at it as whatever your unit size is. If this bet cashes, you'll make 2.12 units. Now, guys, come up here. You can see that remaining Olympiacos to go through is plus 240. That's the opposite of our remaining bet. The parlay needs Wolves to go through to cash the 212 five-legged parlay. You can see Olympiacos to go through is at plus 240. That is what we call a hedge if we were to place a bet on that. So if that bet wins, a $100 better will win $240, or any unit size, you'll win 2.4 units. You'll obviously then, if you place the hedge bet, have to subtract a full unit because the parlay will obviously then lose if our hedge bet wins. So instead of winning 2.4 units or $240, you'll win 1.4 units or $140. Same way, if you do the hedge and the parlay hits, instead of winning $212, you'll win $112 or 1.12 units. I can tell you guys right now, I'm going to go ahead and put in the hedge, but I'm not going to do it yet. This plus 240 for Olympiacos, I've been tracking it last night, or after the game, I looked to go see what it was, what the hedge was, and it was at plus 210. I went to bed last night, it was still at plus 210. I wake up this morning and delight to my eyes, it's at plus 240. That's because people are starting to bet this game now. You weren't getting any money on the game previously, but now we're at the day of the event. People are betting it, and people are betting it Wolves, just like the reason why we put it in the parlay initially. People are seeing Wolves. They have the 1-goal advantage. They got the away goal. Wolves are at home, and quite frankly, Wolves are the team that people know. Nobody knows Olympiacos, right? You don't watch the Greek Super League. We see Olympiacos only when they're in Europa League or Champions League. Otherwise, nobody knows them. The Wolves have the familiarity, so people are naturally going to gravitate towards betting on the Wolves. So that 210 has gone up to 240. I've literally set an alarm clock on my phone every 30 minutes. I'm going to check this and see, how high it can go. And then I'll end up buying this hedge bet eventually. Obviously, once it starts to go down, I'll buy it. But at this point, it could go all the way down to 210 and I would still, in theory be happy because I was willing to buy it yesterday at 210, but I thought the money would come in on Wolves and it would go up. I didn't think it was going to go all the way up to 240. This may be pretty close to its ceiling, but I'm going to let this thing play out, see if I can't get it. Even if it's 245, 250, we know, guys, it's the long haul betting. $5-10 matters in the long-term profitability and staying, your head above water here in the sports betting game. And I'll tell you a reason why I'm going to do the hedge, guys. I'm doing the hedge because I'm in this for profitability. This is my thing. This is, sports betting is what I do. And the long haul, I want to be profitable. I want to ensure a profit right here. I have a guaranteed way today, once I hedge this bet, of winning over 1 unit. And that is really appealing to me. Anytime I can win over 1 unit, I'm going to do it. Yeah, it would be great to win 2.12 units, but we know sports is really 50-50. There's paid athletes trying to win on one side versus paid athletes trying to win on the other side. And who really knows what's going to happen? Anything kind of really is 50-50. So I'm going to put in the hedge, just not going to do it yet. That's going to now an official play here on the winning bets is the hedge. So again, we've reduced our winnings, but we're guaranteed a profit and we're guaranteed to win over 1 unit. So watch that line, guys. If it goes up, hold out. But if once at the moment it starts to go down, definitely go ahead and get that in. Let's see where we can get it in. I'll end up tweeting it later on this afternoon where I end up buying it. Hopefully, at worst, it's at 240 now. I've got that alarm clock set, so we'll see where we end up getting that. But I encourage you guys to, do the hedge too. If you don't, I'm not going to blame you because there is a reason why we put Wolves in the parlay initially to go through. I still stand by it. I still believe it'll happen, but I'm just in the game to secure a profit, and definitely over 1 unit profit is very appealing to me. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, guys, good luck either way. The way it sits now, though, guys, when I put in this hedge, I'm now rooting for Olympiacos because my return is going to be greater on the Olympiacos at plus 240 versus plus 212. So if you don't do the hedge, know that we'll definitely be, I'll be rooting against, not rooting against you, but I'll definitely be rooting for a different result now. I'll be an Olympiacos fan come this afternoon once this game starts. Good luck, guys. Either way you do it. Just good luck. I'm definitely putting in the hedge, but good luck to you guys. Whew, 5-legged parlay. They're a joy, man. It's been a good sweat here, riding it out here so far. All right, guys, that's the hedge. Good luck. Either way you go. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.